Hello, chat. Chat, are you there? Add a chat. Add a Reno. Hello, chat. Hello. How are you all this morning? Am I becoming a morning streamer? Who knows? Either which way, I wanted to play some card games this morning. Dage. I don't have all of my images prepared. I am a washed streamer. Mornings, you gasp. Me when I get morninged. I have a deck list thing already. No, I don't. There you go. Deck list. All right. Today, I present to you Zolly taking a drink of water. I present to you what I believe to be Ultra Necrozma's best deck. I know a lot of people like to run it with Celesteela. Celesteela lets you retreat any. Fuck, I didn't do my intro. God damn it. Hey. Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, here you'll find the home of misfit and underutilized cards, where we take a quote-unquote bad card and give it a deck where it can showcase all the cool things that it can do that you'll never normally see. And despite whatever the current meta is, can actually do quite well for itself. My name is Zalia, and I'll be your niche deck guide today. Today, I am showcasing what I believe to be the best Ultra Necrozma deck in the game. I know a lot of people like to run Celesteela with Necrozma, just because then you can retreat the Celesteela easily into the Necrozma when it's fully built, but I say no. Snorlax, actually, is better. Snorlax is worth 1 point, so it's not really that terrible to lose. You can build a secondary Snorlax. You can support that Snorlax with Dawn, getting Snorlax up in 2, maybe even 1 turn after you put 2 energies on the bench, and you've been building up energy with Giratina in the back. You can also use 1 copy of Lucamine, because if you've gone that route, you're probably pretty deep into your deck at that point, and you need Lucamine to get Ultra Necrozma online at that point anyway. Giratina is just kind of an all-around good card. It supports itself, it supports others with Dawn, and it just attacks very chunky for 130 damage. And of course, we have the titular card, Ultra Necrozma EX, which, for 3 just of any energy, it deals 60 damage, which doesn't seem that great. But if you get 2 psychic energy and 2 steel energy, you can attack for 120 damage and discard the top 5 cards of each player's deck. Once you're starting to what is called mill your opponent's deck, you don't really care about the rest of your cards in the deck. You probably have a Giratina up, you probably have a Necrozma up. It doesn't matter at that point. Ultra Necrozma does have 150 HP, which is a weakness, and that, hang on, wrong button, is why we're running 2 copies of Giant Cape. Giant Cape pushes basically everything over the 150 damage threshold, which Charizard is the threat that can deal that much. The only other card that is capable of one-hit KOing these cards is probably like Incineroar, if it has any damage on it, but Giant Cape is just there to help get past that. Sabrina and Cyrus, of course, that's a staple in any deck. Anybody runs that. But I mentioned earlier about Lusamine. Lusamine lets you take some energy from your discard pile and attach it to an Ultra Beast. Necrozma is an Ultra Beast. Lusamine is here to support Necrozma. You can only use this card if your opponent has gotten 1 point. I get everything. Oh, and red card is here. Red card is here just for tempo. If your opponent's built up a giant hand, it can help you in saying, no, I don't like that you have a giant hand, and then you throw away their giant hand. And then at that point, if you have Necrozma up, you can start milling their deck away with Shoegaze, and then you can throw away game-winning cards. I've thrown away game-winning cards on several occasions. That being said, I have not played this deck on the competitive ladder. I don't think Necrozma is that good. Necrozma can do cool stuff. Necrozma is not consistent. But it can still do some cool stuff. A bomb. Okay, I'm starting with a Necrozma. I have a Dawn in my hand. I also have an Iono. Of course, I get like Necrozma's worst opening hand. Unless I can draw a Giratina right now. If I can draw a Giratina right now, I'm pretty solid. Oh, and Iono helps just sort out cards in your deck if you start with a bad hand. You want a better hand. See, I got my Giratina, I got my Snorlax, I got another Pokeball. Life is now good. That being said, I would like a Dawn now. But I'm not in any danger of being attacked anytime soon because this takes 3 energy to attack. Unless they get a Pokeball, and then now they're going to get like a Pheromosa. They're going to switch out. Okay, they got a Buzzwole instead. Not worried about that. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with having that hand shuffled away. Your tails look very nice. Thank you. They're very fluffers. Good morning. Welcome in. My feeling when I'm trying to showcase a niche meta deck, or not even a niche meta deck, just a niche deck, and I go against the second best deck in the game or something like that. That's unfortunate. Lily is your favorite Pokegirl. She's a very solid choice in my opinion. Mine's probably Dawn or Iono. You're gonna punch me? I can put on a giant cape, survive 1 hit, deal 60. I can whip out Giratina maybe. Or, hold up. I can use Dawn now. Deal 60 and KO next turn. They only have 2 cards in their hand, so I'm doubtful it's a red that they have. And they now have 3 cards in their hand, but they played a research, so I'm pretty safe. Chat, what is your favorite Pokegirl? If you have not said so in chat already. Yep, you're running away. Are you gonna put this guy up front? Yeah, now I can't hit you. That's fine. Yeah, I'm holding Dawn. We can get Giratina online. I'm just gonna like to not hit you. May is your favorite? That's a good choice. I feel like the deck list needs to be in. Where am I? There I am. There you go. What are we ultra thrusting? This guy. I'm fine to toss out most of your deck in this. I still have a Sabrina in there, so. Actually, I'm probably gonna put Steel Energy on here, retreat. Actually, you know what? They can't use Big Beat again. They can KO me, but like, yeah, we're gonna retreat into Giratina, I think. If they Cyrus me, they Cyrus me. Could have retreated in Giratina and KO'd. I could have KO'd, but I kind of want to keep the energy on Necrozma. Plus the next energy is Steel, so. Beastite. You gonna punch me? Kind of want a Sabrina now. I think I lose. That's okay. You were correct. Probably retreating into Giratina and KOing was the best play. But that's okay. How many cards do I have left? 4. Getting Ilima would be nice. Let's go ahead and do this actually, yeah. Psychic and Metal. That's not. Well, I still have Dawn. I can't play Ilima in the same turn, though. Well, I can KO Buzzwole with Cyrus. If I get. Well, I can't. No. No, you have the Cyrus. Okay. That's fine. I gotta retreat into Giratina and KO. I got greedy with the Necrozma. Truly, her greed knows no bounds. It's fine. Gotta take the KO when it's available. Yeah. You really do. You really, really do. Also, rereading your comment, DJK, Lily was your favorite Poké Girl. What do you mean was? Is she no longer? Let's load up my hand for a good Iono. Giratina, so not all is lost. I will preface this by saying Necrozma's deck really does not want to start with Necrozma. Necrozma is like the worst start. And I'm going against an actual meta deck. Sure, let's make my hand even bigger. Okay, I got a Dawn. I can attack next turn. Hopefully my next energy is a steel energy. I have a little bit of allergy, so I wanted to get the mute button closer. Am I holding a giant cape? I'm not, but I'm holding Iono. Giant cape. Poggers. It is a steel energy. Let's go ahead and Dawn. Pull that off of Giratina. I think I go down pretty much no matter what here, so I'm going to put my other Necrozma down. That being said, I don't need to attack with Necrozma. Let's go ahead and actually end my turn. I want some energy on Giratina, just in case. Yeah, I predicted Silvally was coming out. I can throw their deck away and start milling. Hopefully the next energy is a Psychic. Not, it's a Steel, that's fine. I can afford to waste one turn on Giratina. I'm gonna use red card, number 1, hopefully to shuffle their Lusamine out of their hand. And number 2, to start throwing away cards. I saw Lusamine get thrown away and their other Blacephalon is gone. Their other type Null and Silvally are also gone. So I'm in pretty good shape. They only have this card left. Devastating red card play. Devastating red card. I threw away basically their entire win condition. We love the mill. We really do. I do have a Snorlax and a Giratina at the start. I'm going to start with Snorlax. This is an electric deck, so I anticipate Oricorio. Necrozma does seem to me the most potent against Lusamine, specifically because you really want to run one and use it late game. Yeah! I think you sum it up perfectly there. But we got an Oricorio, so I need to rely more on my Snorlax. I have both Dawns, though, and that's huge for Snorlax. And they conceded. Okay. Sounds good. Literally best start. Yeah, I got a Necrozma in my hand as well. Fuck. I wanted to attack with Snorlax. I had 2 Dawns in my hand. That was fantastic. Snorlax couldn't ask for a better start. I'm going first. I don't have an option to really attach energy, so I'm just going to leave Snorlax up front. Although if I can get a Giratina now, that would be excellent. Okay, I got an Iono in my second Dawn. I'd really like a Giratina. I have 2 Pokeballs in there and 2 Giratinas, so I have a 1/3. Basically, to get my Giratina. That's not terrible. I'm going to use my red card early. Shrink their hand. I'm kind of worried about Gengar. This deck really thrives on supporter cards. So if a Gengar comes along, that can really screw me over. Necrozma, Snorlax, Dawn, Pokeball. Giratina. Okay. So at the very least, I have the bench that I'd like. I have 2 copies of Snorlax for Sabrina protection and Repel protection now. I'm gonna build this Snorlax. I want 2 energy on Snorlax, because then if I have a Dawn, I can rip energy off of Giratina and move in 1 turn. Okay, they're researching, so maybe they don't have their Gengar yet. I have 1 more turn of Dawn. This Snorlax is here to die, so I'm not worried about that. Comfey. I'd really like to see more play on that support card. It's a very cool card. Gengar EX. A lot of people are running the 1 energy Gengar these days. I'm gonna just continue to build my Snorlax, I think. Because now I can start putting Steel Energy over here. If they get a Gengar out, I'll pivot slightly and start building my regular Lax instead of Necrozma. This is one of the games where Necrozma might not really get to do that much, but not necessarily its job here. You know, let's just safety net put that on. Not taking any chances. And now I can just build Necrozma. This is the power of Snorlax, by the way. Network Candy, is this Gengar EX or regular Gengar? Gengar EX. I think I made the correct choice in just electing to build the back. Because this lives 1 turn. Let's go ahead and thin my deck. You did call it. I'm gonna attack with Snorlax. This is where a Repel would be nice if it worked on stage 2 Pokemon instead of running Sabrina, but yeah, you know, you do what you do. What you gonna play, my friend? Spooky shot. We love shotting the spooks. And put Snorlax up. I do have Ilima, which is actually very nice for me because if Snorlax falls asleep and I can't end up waking it up. Well, actually, no, I can't play supporter. Never mind. I hope you're not running a Lily in that deck, and if not, I hope it's not in your hand. Spooky back shot. So true. From Gengar, no less. That's pretty cool. I fear thee not, Gengar. You do have a Lily. That kind of sucks for me. Livable. Repel? Okay. That at least wakes Snorlax up. I'll have Necrozma take the hit for me. You probably are running a Cyrus too. That kind of sucks for me, but what do you do? Okay, I'm awake. That's poggers. You're running a Cyrus, I lose. Regular Gengar. You are running a Cyrus, okay. GG's. GG's. Yeah, weirdly enough, Gengar is like really, really good against Necrozma. With how many supporters this deck runs, it kind of naturally counters it. It can't do a whole lot. So far, we're 2-2, though. I think that's more than you could ask for Necrozma. And one of those losses was my fault. I don't need to play my Necrozma out yet, and Snorlax is just a safer play. I'd like my second Snorlax and a Giratina, but okay. Is this Giratina? No, it's Necrozma. I don't mind if you shuffle my hand back into my deck, so I'm just going to hang on to those. Because I don't necessarily want Necrozma yet. They conceded. Okay. I don't think I count that one. Although we will be playing on a deck on ranked later. Big short videos about Buzzwole and Pikachu. Okay, starting Giratina, not terrible. Because it is Giratina. I'd like a Psychic Energy. A Psychic Energy would be pretty baller. This is where I want my Lusamine as well. So I have to figure out what turn I want my Lusamine on. Which would just be the turn right before Giratina goes down. Okay, never mind. I have Lusamine. I have a Psychic Energy. That means I can start attacking one turn early. Giant Cape would be nice. You play viewers? I do play viewers. Can you play next? Sure. More than happy to. I might use Iono. Well... Okay, never mind. I have Lucamine. This is great for me. And I'm holding my red card. Yippee. Use Solgaleo. Nice. I'm gonna lose. I'm playing Necrozma. I need to adjust my YouTube chat thingy. Hold on. Just scuffed stream things, you know. Bah, there you go. 10-3. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, well, GG. Giratina just wins. Scuff streams are the way. They are the lifeblood. I'm just glad I got a good mill play. It's good for footage. All right. There's a password. I shall wait. Let me know when you're in. Ready, sounds good. Good luck, have fun. You're gonna beat the crap out of me. Like what, you're running Solgaleo, so you're probably running Shiinotic. And that gives Snorlax some play. Going second. Start double Snorlax. I have my Ilima as well. That's pretty good. I don't really have any draw power though. That kind of... Oh, you're using the bench hitty version. Oh no. Do not the bench. We love bricking. Okay, I'll just build Snorlax. I have Lucamine, so there's a Necrozma play somewhere. Only deals 30. I can build up and hit. Oh, never mind. You have a Solgaleo. You're just gonna end my life now. My God. Can I not brick, please? Oj noj. This card is ridiculous, yeah. Why would you not just end my life now? That's what I don't get. Okay, well, I can start, like, doing some stuff. I have Lucamine. You're gonna smack my bench, though. I'm gonna put a cape on these two. Why not cape? I was gonna cape this turn. I got my red card. That's fairly cool. I'm surprised you didn't just immediately end my life, though. You're getting rid of my Lucamine, no! And my red card. Aha. You have been outplayed by your own card. I don't have red card anymore, though. Are you gonna attack me again? You're not just gonna immediately end my life? That's perfectly fine. I'm awake, yay! Wouldn't it be poggers if I got 2 metal energy from my Lucamine? I think that would be pretty poggers. You meant the Snorlax? Eh. These are worth 2 points. But Snorlax I don't think lives anything meaningful. Are you gonna knock me out with that guy? With this guy? Well, I guess you don't really care if I mill you at this point. So. That would be very funny if you hit me with that, though. That would be extremely funny. I'd laugh. Hey, Solgaleo, what's up? How you doing? You glorious pivoty boy, you. So if I get 2 metal energy, I'm doing pretty good for myself. But I need to get the 2 metal energy. Gamble. Let's go. Gamba. Are there any lilies in there? No lily. Red card was the bottom deck. You totally had that win. I don't count that win, but that was a good showcase of the deck. You could have just switched into Solgaleo and obliterated me turn 2. GG's though. Necrozma against Solgaleo won. Yeah, and my opponent totally didn't give it to me for free. You wanted Cyrus, one of my EXs. That's fair. Did I toss your Cyrus? I don't remember. You wanted to destroy the Necrozma. You only would have done 120 turn 2. Yeah, but like against a Snorlax, I have no energy gen. Maybe Giratina gets up and hits Solgaleo once and then dies. Run back? Sure. Watch you get wrecked. Yeah. I'm gonna get destroyed. I'm going to get obliterated. Obliterationed. Trying to figure out when my ads were gonna run. Yeah, I have a tempo Sabrina though. Oh, and I have Tina turn 1. Other Snorlax? Nah. Would have been Poggers though. Yeah, we'll just Tina. I'm holding a Psychic Energy, so I'm not too afraid of a Sabrina at this moment. If my next energy is Metal, I'll probably play Necrozma out. Ouch. My bones. Yeah, I have my other Snorlax. And I do have Necrozma. I'm kind of afraid of taking damage on Necrozma, though. I kind of like an Ilima now. Sorry, your late workout is done. No, no one need to apologize at all. Your legs are killed. Your die, thank you forever. It's the doc. The docky doc. You know, I'm gonna do a cheeky play and immediately get destroyed by Solgaleo, but you know. If I draw my other Dawn, I'm doing great. I think I played my energy wrong too. I could have attacked with Snorlax. So that's a misplay on my part for sure. But it doesn't matter. I'm not punished. Let's go. And if KOs, I just put my other Snorlax out. Sabrina is not a game-winning card yet. Fuck, thank you for the sub. I don't know where the notifications aren't there. Where are the notifications? Oh, it's in the corner. Okay. Thank you so much for the sub. 20 months. Oh my. That's like at least many months. I think I will play my Iono, actually. If I can get a better hand at all. I have a Lucamine now. That's pretty good for me. Red card, also pretty good for me. Definitely more than 2. Dos. I'll put Lax up. Chance of holding us Iris is not 0, but it's pretty low. I don't know. Okay. Research Lucamine Cyrus. Okay. Yeah, they got their Solgaleo. Okay. Go up and KO. Professor's Research and maybe start milling you. Or not Professor's Research. Yeah, I need to just start milling you. That's fine. You're holding 1 card. That's really good for me. And I have my Cyrus, so I have a win con. You're not holding any lilies, I know from last time. I would like a giant cape. For Tina, yep. That's not great for me. I really needed that metal energy. Sure. I can retreat next turn, maybe. I think I hit KO. Need to bank on you not getting your Cyrus. Okay. You're probably holding your Cyrus. Fuck. And my next energy is metal. Can get a cape. Red card. Unluckers, yeah. Very unluckers. I needed to play my other Necrozma out, retreat into it. Build with the Giratina. Yeah, I needed to retreat into this. Build with the Giratina, then KO Solgaleo with Cyrus. Fuck, I had my win con right there. Okay, GG's. That would have let me stall for Cape one more turn too. How close these games are. Yeah, I mean, like, 150 HP is pretty beefy. GG, funny thing is I didn't have Cyrus. No! Yeah, I needed to play the energy onto my other Necrozma, though. Love Excavalier. Yeah, it's a very cool card. I think the meta needs more bench hitters. We need Cyrus more than ever right now. Put out a pull. You have another deck you could play? Yeah, sure. Play one more and then you have to go. Yeah, absolutely. Happy to play. I am good. If you haven't already as well, I'm going to shill for myself just a little bit. If you like to see funny decks, if you like to see discussions about this video game, leaving a like and a subscribe definitely really helps. I am trying to grow. I'm doing it very slowly. Life doesn't want me to. I'm just busy all the time, essentially. But leaving a like and a sub really does help. Anybody who is here who would be interested in seeing a blind Deltarune playthrough, by the way? Do I Deltarune from the start or only the new chapters? I've played chapter 1. I would probably just do a quick run through of chapter 1. You know, I'm gonna play Necrozma out. Screw it. I have a Dawn in my hand if I really need to attack with Snorlax. If this next energy is Psychic, I'm gonna build Snorlax. You would be lost if you didn't play it. Yeah, okay, I'll play through chapter 1. Hey, Lucario, what's up? You really like bench hitting. I respect that. Okay, Pokeball. Yeah, I have my Dawn still. That's pretty good. My nemesis. This deck is so weak. The Pseudo Udo. What did you say? Necrozma? Hey, oh, can I get an Ilima? Cyrus, Cape, Giratina. What is Lucario weak to? Psychic? I have a good answer right here. Me when she riz me up because she is playing the Necrozma deck. How very based of her. Metal energy? Psychic energy. Urge. Unfortunately, Darkrai ruined everything. Giratina enables slower mons like Necrozma. I like Giratina when it's not used in any dumbass your mother deck. Not my Necrozma! How could you? How could you? Aha, I have Giant Cape. Get absolutely gamered. The Necrozma. No, yeah, I'm gonna get hit on the bench. Snorlax goes down here. Alright, yeah. You know what? I'm taking someone with me. I'm taking someone with me. You know what? Screw you. Mills the rest of your deck. Alright, I will let you have the KO. Salute in chat for our fallen soldier. Let's go! The God Slayer. 07 Necrozma. 07. Oh 07 Necrozma. Oh 07. Alright. That's Necrozma. You can't stop Groot. I cannot. Too powerful. Too strong. He always comes back. Ew, he likes Springtrap. Necrozma. Not a very good card by any means. However, I think it's probably my favorite card in the game. Very fun. Allows you to do very fun stuff. I think it's a very fair use of Giratina as well. It lets Snorlax do some funny things too. All in all, I'm quite fond of this deck, and I recommend you try it because I've had nothing but fun with it. How are you, chat? Grinding zzz. I am gonna take a real quick break. I'm gonna run some ads. You're still not buying DBD then to buy Springtrap because mobile just had to oof before his release. Yeah, I feel kind of bad for people who played DBD mobile. Because what if that was your only way of playing DBD? Like, it was not great monetization wise, but lots of people lost the ability to play DBD when that went down, and it really is unfortunate. Can't wait for mobile-only FFXIV players. I'm very excited to try playing that. Should probably go before my FNAF ADHD makes me read my lore thesis. Hey, that's fair. If you want to watch some Springtrap gameplay in the future, by the way, all I'm saying is I'm gonna be streaming it. It is free to play, Jug. Off to play Fortnite. Have fun with Fortnite. The forked knife. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Welcome back, chat. Flare, thank you so much for the resub. Oh, one other thing that I want to include, because this will be going up on YouTube, by the way. I just hit 80 subscribers. And I don't know how to react to that. Thank you, Jug. Yeah, YouTube just hit 80 subscribers like a little while ago. I posted on my community about it. But thank you so much for subscribing. I love you all. And I hope I can keep making the funny contents for you guys. I don't really know how to go beyond that. Like, it might be like, oh, 80, that's not a very big... Dude, 80 is a very big number. 80 is a very big number. I can't even fit that many people in my apartment. No! I've been evaporated. Yeah, 80 is a lot of people. And I feel very grateful that those 80 people took the time out of their life to press subscribe on my channel. Super duper grateful. I appreciate every one of you. Y'all are the reason I do this. Like, being honest. I love chat. I love comments. I love interacting with people. I love hearing opinions. I love hearing stories from everybody. If I had 80 people in my apartment, I'd hide in the bathroom the whole time. Girl, same. But yeah, honestly, that's partially why I love doing this. I just love talking to people. I love hearing people from different walks of life. I love hearing different opinions. I just love it so much. And I hope I can keep doing this for you guys. If I had 80 people in my apartment, I would call the police. Now you know how that gorilla feels. What gorilla? Alright, I think I'm going to play one more battle of Necrozma because I can't help myself. It's just too fun. The gorilla that fights 100 people. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm exceedingly dumb. Okay, I'm holding a Dawn, starting with a metal energy, going first. I have a Pokeball. I think this is a Necrozma start, actually. I could voluntarily start with Necrozma. You're very opinionated. 100 humans is just too many. Alright, let's thin my deck, sure. I don't necessarily care if Giratina gets put on the active spot, so I'm just gonna chill. Mad chillin'. I think Dawn is 100% essential to running Necrozma. Just so you can start doing Photon Claw on an early turn. Yeah, like because of Dawn, I'm actually ahead of the curve with this guy. Getting another Psychic Energy isn't great. If the one after this is Metal, I'm doing alright, though. I'm glad Dawn is so important in the deck, finally. Yeah, same. I really like this card. I quite like this card a lot. If I can draw a Dawn and have the next energy be Metal, I'm in good shape. Actually, I just need the next energy to be Metal. Drawing a Dawn would be a little bit good. That's an interesting deck. Oh, God. I Infernape. Definitely using Cape. Psychic Energy. Do I give up on Necrozma here? Voluntarily KO. They can't put Just use it as a tank until Lucamine. Yeah, I give up on Necrozma. I'm holding an Ilima, so no skin off my bones. Listen, I have a spicy psychic pool. Okay. They're building Infernape. Not a bad idea. Well, the second Giratina, sure. I'm not gonna just give them that KO for free. Ilima's letting me play really defensively right now too, which is nice. I think I'd do Ilima. Yeah, I'm gonna Ilima. I'm actually gonna tank a hit with this Giratina. Because now I have the option to pivot in and attack with this. And I'm holding Cyrus. So if this KOs itself, Infernape hits it, I can smack it. They try and escape. Okay, they're going to do Infernape now. That's actually kind of preferable. Because I do have Cyrus. Ooh, 2 medals. The temptation is real, but I must not give in. Got a shower. Have a good shower. I think I need to just go with my original plan. I need to attack with this. The Necrozma is on curve. I expect them to attack with Blacephalon. I have a Cyrus. I do need to get rid of Infernape ASAP, though. Dawn, okay. Okay. That's a little bit less scary, actually, because now I can attack with Necrozma. They're probably holding a Cyrus, so I might Iono to go look for my red card. Yeah, I'm gonna Iono to look for my red card. Never mind, I'm not gonna Iono. Red card. I'm gonna Cyrus Blazecephalon, maybe. No, I have to do this. Because now Cyrus is my win con. And they can't easily retreat with Turtonator, so I'm chilling. Cyrus, baby. Didn't even need a mill. Cyrus being Cyrus, yep. Okay, that is a good example of that deck. I really like that example of this deck. I am glad I played one more game. 60 damage is pretty darn good early game and late game as well. Okay, but now, from a user on Reddit, Ivan the Iron Wolf. They've been getting Genetic Apex Pikachu to work. And I'd really like to play that deck because Genetic Apex Pikachu is pretty cool. Just in my opinion. Still not sure about Psychic Energy in that deck. Me neither. But it does allow for things like Giratina attacking one turn early. And let's be honest, Giratina is just better. Giratina is just better and should have the ability to attack if it wants. I think they're running... That was a weird bug. Anybody else see that? Or GTFO stream? Yeah, I really should go back to that. I do have a lot of people who followed me because of GTFO. I could make some good GTFO challenge content. I've been getting the itch to play GTFO as well, so. In terms of GTFO content, I will say stay tuned. There's been insane modded rundowns lately. I am really interested in the solo trials. Huge custom tile project. Thank you for the hydrate. I shall hydrate. I see they are running 1 Sabrina, 2 Geos, Cyrus Mars, Don. Two Pokeballs, of course. An electrical cord. The whole level has 4 zones and is fully custom tiles. That's really cool. I think they run a Rocky helmet. I think instead of Mars. Well, Mars actually enables pivot if you're losing. I can see why that's important in this deck. Where's Mars? Scrolled past her 8 bajillion times now. There she is. Run Mythic Slab, true. How are you all doing? Oh, the next level has you pick up some mining equipment, go through what's essentially an airlock into Alpha. That's cool. I'm doing alright. I have the Cyrus in here of Mars, 2 Giovanni. They run 2 Dawns. They run a Rocky Helmet, which I'm running an extra Tapu Koko. So, yeah, they run a Rocky Helmet. I'm running a Tapu Koko. That's kind of where I'm sitting. I feel like 2 Dawns are probably pretty important as well, so... Dawn more like Yawn, am I right, guys? So true. So true. Alright, let's make this a little bit electric-y themed. Gets kicked out. We'll use the Pikachu coin. Actually, we don't really see the coin in this deck, so we will run the Glaceon coin. And I like Lily, so we'll do the Lily play mat. Acerola just stares at you. She really does. I honestly really like that coin. This is... The King is Back. Is the name of their deck. Okay. So in terms of meta decks, Pikachu EX has never really been relevant in the recent meta. However, thanks to the user on Reddit, Ivan the Iron Wolf, they made this deck. Their deck included 1 less Tapu Koko and 1 Rocky Helmet. I want to use a second Tapu Koko, so that's what I'm going to do. They said that they've been able to get Master Ball with this. Master Ball with Genetic Apex Pikachu, a card that has not been relevant in the meta. I have not played this in a very long time. Any Pikachu EX sort of deck variant, so I'm probably not going to do best. However, this is kind of just a one-off thing. We're going to go on to ranked, see how well it does, and see if that Rocky Helmet is a key tool, or just see if I'm bad at Pikachu EX. That is pretty much the premise of this. I need to turn off the other deck list. Hee. Starting Zeraora, pretty good. I also have my electrical cord. That's pretty fantastic. I got both my Zeraoras, actually. Got my Oricorio. And we will end the turn. Oh, and Giovanni KOs this thing. That's great. I'm going to do that, actually. It's nice getting to play Giovanni again. Don't get to play decks with Giovanni in it very often. Got my Tapu Koko as well. Definitely going to put my electrical cord on now. Giovanni. And knockout. Look at this deck go already showing its cool stuff. Okay, they're going to start drawing cards, start doing damage. Sabrina. That's fine. I'm happy to let that take some damage. Not too worried. There's Pikachu EX, but we already started building Tapu Koko. I'm gonna go back into this. Tapu Koko can tank 1 attack from Solgaleo as well. It's very nice. And I have Oricorio. They conceded. Okay. Cool. W. Zeror. Zerora. Zerara. Zerara. X3. Zerara. Oh, whoa. I think probably just starting with Oricorio is a best bet. Maybe I should have. Oh, I was going second. I need to start Tapu Koko if I'm going second, 100%. I can't not do that. That's a misplay on my part. That's fine. We shall adapt and overcome. Wait, is that a muck? Oh, I have a Giovanni as well, if they don't have their evolution. Deck. True. So true. Okay, extra poison damage. Muck. Actually, does Muck work nowadays? That's an interesting question. It's dark type doesn't really want a lot of energy. So, I can play Giovanni out. I'm willing to bet they don't have the ability to do anything about me. Okay, never mind. They have every ability to do anything about me. Okay, that's pretty big for me. Not being poisoned. I think I'm gonna play out Pikachu. I can KO that. Oh boy. I'm gonna put an energy on Pikachu here. I don't mind attacking once with Tapu Koko. Putting an energy on Pikachu makes things a little bit more consistent for me, I think. And I have the ability to pivot out if I want. Just to remove any poison from Strudel. This is 50 more damage. That's a little bit of a risk, but if I attack with Zeraora first. Maybe starting Oricorio was the way to go, because that way I don't like start with a 2-point lead. Kinda less afraid of Muck now as well. Poison Barb on Muck sucks a lot. They probably have a Koga in their hand, if I had to guess. I am holding 2 electric types though, so I think I do attack with Zeraora. They don't retreat, I KO with Pikachu. Just extra on the bench for Sabrina protection as well. I have Sabrina as well, so I'm pretty good in terms of Oko. They have a potion, I can, that's fine. Not necessarily afraid of that. If you KO, I KO. Then I can just Sabrina for the win. Okay, cool. Hey, look at that! Pikachu Genetic Apex is winning. That's actually nuts. I don't think it's at all consistent. That's very valid. I'm just happy to see my boy Genetic. Oh, they're the opponent's deck. Okay. Color Me really impressed with this deck. Color Me exceedingly impressed with this deck. I'm very happy that Pikachu EX has a home in the new meta. That's actually crazy. Color Me? The same color as the tip of my tails. Defeated by Genetic Apex Pikachu. What a way to go. I dig it. This deck is fun. Dark mode Zolly would go hard. That's true. I wonder if I could do that with VTube Studio. That'd be very funny. Just invert colors. Evil Zolly. What am I going against? Grass type. Carnivine. This is an Arceus deck. Yeah, Arceus Wigglytuff though. Evil Zolly be like, I have a husband. You're so real. Okay, well, at least I have some Sabrina protection. Can I get a Zeraora? That would be wonderful. Tapu Koko. I think that's fine. Evil Zolly be like Shadow of the Colossus is actually not a really good game, actually. Hopefully I can get an electrical cord here. I would really like to have that actually, so I can go ahead and attack. If I can't, that's fine. Not too concerned. Tapu Koko, Zeraora. Where were you 1 turn ago, Zeraora? Huh? Put an energy on there, put an energy on there. Life is good. Red card, that actually helps in this case. Cyrus, Coco, Pikachu. Okay, well, as long as I have... There will be like, I know, eto, bleh. Do I prefer this? Yeah, I think I do prefer this. Because I still have Oricorio. Not too concerned. I'll leave this empty for now. I would like one of my Dawns, actually, at this point. Okay, I can KO that. Sabrina would be nicer now. Crobat. This deck just full of Pokemon. I need to figure out what I'm doing. I should have put the energy on Oricorio. Because I'm holding a Giovanni and I can KO Jigglypuff in one. Well, actually, now it doesn't matter. Oh, I have 2 Giovannis, though. I can mathematically KO you. You know what would go hard in this deck? X-Speed. I think X-Speed would go pretty hard in this deck. Evil Jug be like, Doc is homeless. What does that mean? Because I'm not into house. Oh. Okay, electrical cord. I feel like this deck could use some optimizing, or I could use some getting better at this deck. That's what I could really use. I mean, sure, let's go electrical cord. Yeah, I feel like I want to revamp this deck a little bit. Like, it needs giant cape. Pay me back those subs. That is evil. Oh, that is evil. Hee. Oh yeah, no, I'm done. That's the end. Granted, that was just one deck. I still feel like some X speed would go hard in this deck. Doc! Thank you. Why? But thank you. I appreciate the gifts. I don't know what I did. Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Mayonnaise and for me like, and damn it, I thought I was evil. Just warding off evil Doc. You don't gotta do that. You never know when he might come around. That's true. That's true. Am I going second? I am going second. I'm gonna start Tapu Koko. Starting Tapu Koko was correct. Okay, wonderful. I feel like Mars isn't very hopeful. Like, I get that people want this card to be good. Can make you come back from things. But, like, I don't know. Seems a little bit bad to me. It's still completely RNG, yeah. I feel like there are better cards than Mars. I could be wrong. Willing to admit to be wrong, but I don't know. It might be better in a tournament. I might throw it out now. Just, yeah, I'm definitely gonna throw it out. Okay, never mind. See, that's just the thing. I don't want that to be a Pikachu. Okay, now we going. Actually, no, I should have waited one more turn. Because now I'm vulnerable to a Sabrina. When you have like Cyrus and Sabrina, which are less RNG and more powerful. Yeah, I feel like I just always want a Sabrina or a Cyrus when I have a Mars in my hand. Or, you know, I'd rather like another electrical cord. Hell, I'd almost rather another electrical cord instead of a Dawn. I got Marsed. Okay, yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, like, I just wish that was, I'm just sitting here. Way too oversaturated because they're scared of making good items. They really need to make good items. What do I do in this case? I think I retreat, yeah. Well, actually, no, I go down next turn either way. I think I'm just gonna lean full tilt into Pikachu here. That's all I can do. Make good items, they limit them behind some, or make them way too conditional. I don't even feel like they're doing that with items. They're just like... There are too many supporters and not enough items, I think is the long and short of it. I feel like this deck doesn't really care about Cyrus. I feel like I'm never really using my Cyrus. I died to Blacephalon anyway. Wee. Leaf Cape would have been amazing if they made it for non-EXs. And just a weak cape. Unless they don't have a Lucamine. Which is fully possible. In which case I'd want a Giovanni right now. No Lucamine? Helmet, okay. The Valley. Mars. Mars might save me, actually. Mars did not save me. Alright, you don't have a supporter. No balls. GG's. I feel like there are things that this deck wants that it's not running. Like, get rid of Mars. Mars is out here. Giovanni, I think, is fine. Cyrus can go away, too. I think I'd just like, I think I'd just like another Sabrina. And another electrical cord. Also, we need more of these. We need more Pokemon tools. There are only 7 and 2 of them are conditional. Going first, Oricorio. I'm holding a Dawn. I have a Zeraora. I'm going against a fire deck that probably plays Cephalon. I'm going to do Zeraora. It's a Charizard. In my deck. I do have a Giovanni, so I'm actually doing pretty okay. They really made Cape and Rocky Helm, and we're like, all right, we're done. We made enough fun cards for the year. Good job, team. I will say I like Dawn in this deck because it allows it to be more pivoty. Like, I could attack with Pikachu EX in 2 turns if I really want. Oh, you poor thing, you bricked. All right. Happens. I think Zeraora is a great partner for Pikachu EX. I think we're 3-2 right now. Mega Mewtwo. Zeraora is a better Oricorio. You're not wrong. I have an electric. See, I upped the frequency of cards that I want in the deck, and they are appearing more. I have a Sabrina as well. I think this deck still just eats shit to Solgaleo. Kind of afraid of Cosmog. Well, actually, it has Oricorio, at least. If they don't evolve next turn, I'm KOing that thing. Fast deck against even faster deck. Who goes second? That determines who wins. I'm gonna Electrical Cord and put Oricorio down. Actually, no. I have a better play. Because they only outplay me here if they have a Sabrina. Because I have a Dawn, so I'm going to retreat here. Play Dawn. And power Oricorio. And put the cord on Oricorio. Boom. Outplayed. Hey, look! A deck that likes Dawn again. Now they only win if they have a Sabrina. Yep, I have to make them burn a Sabrina and a Cyrus here. So I am unconcerned. I'm just gonna retreat. They have another Sabrina, I'll sack a Zeraora. Fine with that. I'm happy to make them use up their Cyrus as well. Because I can just Sabrina you back into the active. And I can Giovanni that thing. I kind of don't want another one on my bench. Well, oh, okay. Yeah, Oricorio. Boop. I am extra comfy against Sabrina now. That energy needed to go on Tapu Koko because it's on curve now because of my electrical cord. Lily is fine. I'm just going to use Sabrina. Dawn is the wife this pack. She really is. Zap. I'm gonna retreat out in Chaos Solgaleo now. Oh my god, this deck does not eat shit against Solgaleo at all. What the fuck? Oricorio OP. I think that's about all I have to say. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Oricorio. Oricorio lets this deck work. Tapu Koko just lets you have 4 Pikachus in your deck. That's what you need. That's what you need to win 4 Pikachus. Oh my god. Pachirisu, nah, bro. We have 4 Pikachus. I'm going first. I have an electrical cord. I'm holding a Pikachu. What am I going against? I'm going against electric. I don't like that. I probably can still hit an Oricorio and get an energy onto Tapu Koko, though. Hi, Arceus. What up, buddy? Arceus Zapdos. Ah. Alright, well, I played the correct card first, then. I have an Oricorio now as well. A Pikachu. Sure, let's just fish for my Zeraora. Let's go. Getting a Dawn right now would be based. What if Pikachu was freaky and we called it Freakachu? That's a good question. I have a Giovanni too. Sabrina. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I think I just play Pikachu out. I'm holding another Pikachu, so I don't... Yeah, I can play Pikachu just fine. Not terribly concerned right now. Yeah, no, I'm going aggressive. Maybe going aggressive was not the play, but we'll find out in a little bit. That does kind of suck for me. I can still KO this, though. And then they're behind on energy, so I'm not worried. Wow, Guzma. Alolan Raichu. Yeah, I'm chilling. I am crazy mad chilling. That frees up a bench space for an Oricorio as well. I do need to play Zeraora this turn, though. Oh, what? Oh, your bench wasn't full. Hot gamer. I just have another one. Die. Play Zapdos out, I play Giovanni maybe, and I win. And I have both my Sabrinas, actually. Raichu, okay. I'm just going to attack Raichu, then. Arceus without its full bench, it's Genetic Apex all over again. Aha, I am the superior? I am the superior Pikachu, Arceus. What will you do? I am too strong. I Pachirisu. That's interesting. I think I'm going to tempo Sabrina. Actually, no. I'm not going to tempo Sabrina. I wish I had a Dawn. Where are all my Dawns? They can pivot out and attack with Zapdos. I think I need to leave this up, though. Arceus in the graveyard be like, this damn rat. Bro, someone call pest control, please. God damn it. What will you do? Powerful boy. It's okay, I have a Giovanni. If you have a potion, I win anyway. Electrical cord? I'm waiting. I think my editing of this deck. Oh, they're trying to stall me out. Those rascals. Alright, well, I'm just gonna keep smacking you. I win with a Sabrina next turn. Sure, energy on the Oricorio, I guess. Unless they have a potion or another Poke Center lady and they're going to use it on Raichu. If they use it on Raichu, I don't particularly care. Because I still have a Sabrina. Damn rat got hands. What is their deck, bro? Got another Pokemon in there? Hi, Oricorio. Nope. Oricorio's still in there. All right. I believe the Genetic Apex royalty is back. Pikachu EX is a threat. I actually really like this deck. This might be my new main deck for competitive. I really like this deck. I edited it a little bit because I think Sabrina and electrical cords just make it more consistent than having a Cyrus. Funny enough. It's like Genetic Apex up in this shit. I'm running 2 Giovannis and 2 Sabrinas. What going on here? Drip or drown. Ben drown. Hello. Welcome in. I'm playing Genetic Apex Pikachu. Ben drowned. Understood. I forgot to change my Twitch title. I did play Necrozma's best deck earlier in this VOD. I am also live on YouTube, I believe. Yeah. I just find it easier to look back at a YouTube VOD, personally. But welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We're playing some Genetic Apex Pikachu. Because, what do you know? It still works. You know what? I'm gonna do a research, see if I can't get a Zeraora. There you go. That's what I wanted. That's what I'm talking about. I have a Dawn. Let's go. I got all my dudes. Not particularly afraid of Charizard with an Oricorio. Totally not being carried by Tapu Koko. Totally not. Totally not. Hello, Turtonator. Are you gonna retreat? You're not gonna retreat. Okay. And I'm holding a Sabrina so I can KO you in one turn. You know, if you don't evolve. I could see you evolving, because that's just how Charizard works. An electrical cord would be nice. Okay, okay, yeah. Yeah, Sabrina time. It's Sabrina-ing time, and then she was Sabrina-ed all over that guy. In UKO, I play Tapu Koko, I do an attack, and then I Giovanni, and I win. Maybe. Second Turtonator and a Charmander. Okay. You have 10 cards. You're 13. You might have your Zard. I need to just kind of bank on this. You do an attack, and one Giovanni makes one coffee, and we get married, and you're suddenly trans. Happy Pride Month. We're in bed and kissing, and I win. You still don't have your Zard, really. Well, I have an electrical cord now. No, I almost hit retreat. You don't retreat. Please don't have your Zard. Actually, if you don't have your Zard, I just win. Actually, even if you had your Zard, I win because I have Sabrina. I think the play here is actually to Sabrina Zard in. Yeah, I'm gonna Sabrina Zard in. You have a Kiawe? You do, yeah. I'm gonna Sabrina Zard in. If you have a Lily, I'm going to pivot out and attack with Zeraora. Junk, what are you talking about? I just beat a Charizard. To threaten. I like this deck. This deck's crazy cool. Oh, ads were playing. Oh well. Alright, so what have we learned? Necrozma's alright. And Genetic Apex Pikachu is pretty damn good. At this moment in time. And is definitely not carried by Tapu Koko and or Choreo. Totally. Totally and truly. Alright. I think my stream is done. I got other stuff I gotta do this morning. Well, this afternoon now is what it is. Who am I gonna rage? Let's raid Grimvale. I like them. I haven't talked to them in a bit. Probably gonna be lurking over there a little bit as well. Everybody be nice. Grimvale is a very kind person. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Yeah, of course. This was a fun stream. And I will see y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day.